Hello friends, it's Wild Willie, your personal guide to outdoor adventure. Have we got a special treat for you today? We're going on a special wildlife outdoor adventure. As you can tell from looking behind me, that we're deep in the Ozark Woods here in southwest Missouri, down in McDonald County, way down against the Oklahoma and Arkansas line, and we're going to go on a special wildlife adventure, and we're going to look at and do a little studying on some wildlife. Here with me, as always, is of course Stupid Jeffrey. Jeffrey's over there messing around with a rock or something. I don't know. He's out of his mind is all I know. But anyway, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about some of the wildlife down here. Now, there's all types of wildlife, but we're going to look at one of the most hardy and tenacious of all the wildlife, and that's the innocent-looking little insect. Now, I don't know whether you know this or not, but insects were invented here in southwest Missouri about 50 or 90, 100 years ago, and so they've been around a little while, and they've learned to adapt and to grow. They're very tenacious and very hardy. In fact, they say that if there's ever a nuclear war, insects are going to be some of the only things that survive. And I know that some of the insects are a little bit dangerous, so today I've worn my special insect hat. You'll notice that it's red and white checkered, and the purpose of that is to confuse the insects if they start staring at me, because insects have eyes that see whole bunches of different images, like 8 to 10 to 11 different images. And so when the insects look at me, they see this weird checkerboard hat, and it confuses them, and they don't know where to attack, because the last thing you want to get is attacked by an insect. I'm also wearing special safety glasses. Now, you'll notice that these glasses are camouflaged. That's so they can't see my eyes, or they can't see directly that I'm wearing glasses, because these are camouflaged. I laid them down a little while ago and like to never found them. Jeffrey found them. They're hard to see when they're laying down in the jungle here. In these, we don't call them jungle here in southwest Missouri. We call them the woods, and we're down in the woods here of southwest Missouri. Like I said, we're in McDonald County, way down off in southwest Missouri. It's very remote here. Civilization is hundreds of miles away probably, but so we got to be very careful not to get injured, because it could take hours and hours and hours to get to a hospital if something were to happen. So I'm being very careful. I got my protective hat and my protective glasses on. Jeffrey, of course, is not wearing anything protective, because, well, what the heck would want to attack Stupid Jeffrey? So today we're going to look at one specific type of insect, and that is the Missouri ant. Now, ants are, man, they can be mean and vicious. I don't know whether you know this or not, but ants were first discovered right here in Missouri, and it was discovered that they can lift like 40 billion times their own weight, and they can carry stuff, maybe as big as Jeffrey. And so we got to be very careful, because ants are very strong. Now, ants live in clusters. Some people call them colonies and ant hills, and that's a mistake. They're actually ant clusters. And these ant clusters, these ants all get together, and they dig a hole down in the ground, and they vote in and elect a queen or a king, and they make them the ruler of the hive, the cluster, and then the rest of them just work and bring in food and stuff like that and build the cluster up till they have a whole colony. And so we're going to look at some. We have discovered a great big cluster of ants just a few feet from where I'm standing, and we're going to get down and we're going to take a look at them. Now, what I've done is I've prepared it by kind of laying some leaves around it so they can't see us coming. And there's an ant, and he's crawling on my shoe. There's another one. Now they're they're on my leg. Okay, sorry about that. Stop laughing, Jeffrey. That's not funny. That thing, I thought afraid they was going to kill me. They was crawling up my legs, and it was getting pretty scary there for a minute. But I forgot to wear checkerboard on my legs, so I'm going to have to get me some checkerboard socks if we're going to do this again. Oh, very funny. Jeffrey's laying down on the ground, rolling around, laughing because he was laughing at me because I got scared by that ant. But these are vicious and vile little creatures. They were invented right here in Southwest Missouri. And now this is funny. This is funny, folks. I wish you could see this, but Jeffrey is rolling around on the ground laughing, and he has now rolled over the ant cluster, and they are all over him, and he is screaming like a schoolgirl. It is hilarious. Oh, way to go, Jeffrey, you moron. Oh, stupid Jeffrey. Okay, so anyway, if you get out and want to discover some of Missouri wildlife, be sure and wear your special checkerboard hat and your special safety glasses, and be careful of these ants because they are vicious little things. All right, until next time, this is Wild Willie and stupid Jeffrey rolling around in the ant cluster saying, get out and have your own great outdoor adventure.